D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I finished the latest episode of The Bad Batch, and I have to be honest with you, this show is kind of boring. This episode really didn't, excite me and everything, and I wish the show was better. I really do, because I'm trying to like love it, but I'm not loving it, and that really bums me out. I'm maybe picking The Bad Batch as your spinoff show wasn't the best choice, Disney, because I like don't care about these characters at all. Like I just don't care. And this episode it had two characters in it from the last season of the Clone Wars that I thought were boring from that season. They brought back the two sisters, which we'll talk about in a minute when we break this episode down. But I did not like those characters. I don't care about those characters, and I don't care about the Bad Batch. So it sucks that they picked a spinoff they pick characters for a spinoff that I feel like people don't really care about. I know I don't care about any of these guys. Like I just don't. I'm only watching it because it's Star Wars, and that's what I cover on my channel. So that's my thoughts real quick, and I'll do a little bit more review during this breakdown and afterwards. But let's go ahead and get started on this. So it starts off, they go back to the planet that they met that lizard woman at, and they go back to her little casino, and Omega is learning how to use that bow that she stole from those like cat-like people from the last episodes with the Rancor. And she's shooting and she keeps missing, but she hits the board 3 times out of 12 or some crap like that. And she's kind of bummed or whatnot. And so the lizard lady gives them a job. And they're going to go and they're going to get this tactician droid. I can't remember and everything from the Clone Wars. Because they were really good at, you'd fight them and they would learn from their mistakes in battle, and then they would just fix it, and so it constantly made it to where it was hard for you to fight the droid army. And they're like, and she's like, you got to go do it before it gets destroyed or whatnot and everything. So they take on the mission or whatnot, and they get in their ship and they go off to Corellia, which is where Han is. Maybe Han will show up. Not in this episode, obviously, but anyways. So they get there, and he droid guy, I don't remember his name, it doesn't even matter, Echo, he explains the whole situation of the droids and how they were great tacticians and everything, because they learned as they went along. So they go in here, they've got these police droids, they show up and they're all up in there, and these guys, they go in and they climb up a ladder, and big guy here, I don't remember his name, I don't even care, he is afraid of heights. And we're going to talk a little bit more about him in a little bit, because he has an issue with something. So they go in and they see all these droids getting destroyed. And they decide that the big guy's going to go up top and he's going to be a lookout, and the rest are going to go and get stuff done. And Omega is going to stay there, and try to find the droid and see if she can find it, like with her little scanners. So she checks stuff out, and they take over stuff. And she ends up finding the head, and she's like, it's in pieces. And she finds the head, and they're going, but somebody else, one of the workers, steals it. And it ends up being one of those sisters. I don't remember their names. I don't care. I don't like these characters. Like I said before, the last season of Clone Wars, I feel like they wasted, 4 episodes on these two yahoos with Ahsoka. And then they wasted 4 episodes with the Bad Batch. And I'm all like, these are a handful of characters that I literally do not care about. I don't care. So then, long story short, it's basically like the two sisters and the Bad Batch try to get this droid's head while they're having a shootout with these police droids. And so here they are, they're just fighting and running and everything. Omega, her and the one sister. Oh, we're going to get to this big guy. So he's got to get to this because they shut down the system to reboot everything so they can try to get, the police droids all scrambled or whatnot, so they don't all come to their position. And this big guy, he's got to get to this control panel, and he's got to go across this thing. So he jumps onto this thing and he gets over there, but he bumps his head and gets knocked out. So he's laying on the ground, and while he's there, he's hearing stuff like, the sharpshooter guy, the sniper guy is all like, a good soldier follows order. So I think he's got something going on with his chip, because if you remember in episode 2, he was having problems with his head there too. He kept hitting his head and stuff like that, and he was just having problems. So these police droids and them are all fighting, and the sisters are trying to get it. Omega is stuck underneath a droid because her and the one sister, the younger sister, were fighting, and the droid got underneath her, and she's about to fall in. She's going to fall in this pit and die. And so she ends up falling in the pit, but then the one sister's all like, reach, and she's like, grab something so I can reach you and everything. And they pull her up, and she survives because, of course, she's not going to die. And they're still in this shootout. Wrecker wakes up. And then he comes to their aid and everything, but they decide they're going to get the tactician droid. They're going to turn it on, and they're going to control it. And there's all these robots around because it's a scrapyard with robots and everything, the droids from the droid army. And they're going to turn them on and have them protect them and attack the police droids. So they get it turned on, and the droids start attacking and everything. And they're, choo, 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 and everything. And they're shooting everything. And so they get out, and when they do it, they download all the memory from the robot's head, and it gets shot and everything. So they get on their ship because they call their little droid ship. I thought for a small second, I thought Ahsoka would be on there, but she's not. So they're like, oh, we lost the droid. It was a big waste of time and everything. And they're like, no, we didn't. And they give them the stick that's got all the memory on it. And then they say their goodbyes. And so she's all like, I don't remember what she says. I don't even care. What's with this hairdo that they're doing with female characters all of a sudden? It's like long to one side, shaved on the other side. It's like, stop doing that. It's, you guys come up with something new. That's not even a style I see in real life. I mean, maybe I run into like one person with that, and it's not always a female. It's a stupid haircut that they just keep adding on to female characters. And I'm like, just stop it. It's stupid. You guys come up with something new. So they get on their respective ships and they fly away. And these two, they contact their buyer. And I think it's maybe a Jedi. But she's like, we got the memory from the droid, but we ran into some defective clones. If you're interested. So she's going to stab him in the back and everything. And that's basically that's the end of the episode. It's not basically, it is the end of the episode. And like I said, it was a cool, like, pew, 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 pew. It was a cool like gun battle, but it was just so boring. These episodes are boring. Like, I mean, and that's what the thing. I have to cover this stuff because I do that on my channel. But like I said, it's just it's not fun. It's not funny. It's not fun. It's not fun. This is not a fun show. It really bothers me because, like, if you look at, the Clone Wars, as far as a show goes, that show, yeah, the first couple of seasons maybe weren't the best, but I think it was like season 3 or season 4. It gets really good. And that's why I'm just like, why can't they just get it together with this show? It's just super obnoxious and annoying. And I wish that they would, just get it together. Get it together. It's I don't know. I mean, I don't know. How do you guys feel about this show? Like, is this show really getting your blood flowing for Star Wars? Because not me. It's not me. Like I said, especially those two sisters. So boring. I could care less about their characters. So tell me, what did you guys think about this episode of The Bad Batch? Are you like me and you think the show is boring and these characters are like so not interesting? Or do you love this show? Tell me why you love this show. If you love this show, all that good stuff. I want to hear it because I want to love it because it's Star Wars, but I can't because it's not good and everything. So anyways, go ahead and leave all your comments in the section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week on my Bad Batch breakdown. You guys have a good week. Bye. And may the force be with you.